I say let's continue Phicen TBLeague week. On this episode, we are going to be unboxing, reviewing, and potentially kit bashing the Pop Toys Witch Hunter 1/6 scale figure. Why, hello folks, Denobu2 here. Thank you for joining me once again on another visual tour, right? Look, this is TBLeague week. I've had this figure probably for about a couple months, and I figured, you know what? Why not continue TBLeague Phicen week? Sure. Yeah, for the kids, why not? This is from Pop Toys. It's not connected to a specific IP. Creative license has been taken, but I can tell you, don't let that fool you though, because with Pop Toys, it's all about the experience, it's all about the unboxing, and it's all about the theming. The fact that as soon as you open it, they do include a witch hunter's backstory, detailing the history, long feud or battle between wizards and witches and all that stuff. I love the artwork, and on the other side of it, I'm assuming that's Chinese, so it caters to the Asian market as well too. Instructions and a little steel rod here, which you'll be using that because the 1/6 scale figure has rolling eyeballs, so you'll be using that tool to adjust the look up and down. I won't be using it because the actual look of the head sculpt came in just fine. So detailed instructions showing you how to put the cape, body armor, all that good fun stuff. I will most likely in this video, I'm not going to be dressing her up all the way, right? That's a little bit of a spoiler alert. What I'll be doing is I'll be kind of walking through the steps, because there's going to be slight modifications with this one. As with my last video that I did with the Plant Collector, the third-party Poison Ivy, some of the tips and tricks are going to be applied here. You can see the pip system there, with the rolling eyeballs and little pulleys there to adjust. The hair is frizzled, same techniques, hot water and some conditioner and a toothbrush, because you're going to do a little bit of styling. You can't have this beautiful figure displayed with frizzy hair like that. So yes, part of being a 1/6 scale collector, you do have to learn hair styling techniques. It comes with the territory, especially if you like dabbling in the world of Phicen and TBLeague. So when it comes to these exotic characters, right, where they take a lot of creative license as far as design, the look, the whole theming, for me, kind of less is more. They do include a lot of body armor, like shin guards, arm, and so forth. This is, in case you're wondering, this particular TBLeague body is not anatomically correct. It's almost very similar, except with a larger chest size compared to the plant controller Poison Ivy. So, beautiful body, no blemishes, and the head sculpt is it's on par. It's probably, I forgot the company that actually makes the specific third party for the TBLeague Phicen. The ceremonial witch hunter's head garb, which is very cool, very neat. I like the whole chain and the paint application with the horns. And there's two versions of this. There is a dark witch hunter, and then there is a white version of a witch hunter. I love the little emerald crystal through the skull there. The attention to detail is this is the thing too about with these third-party companies, where when they make when they take creative license and they design some of the stuff, is they really do go above and beyond. That is a 1/6 scale crystal ball. It is glass. It is a marble. I would be very careful having this. I mean, it's cool. I've never actually had a marble. I mean, I guess it could substitute as a crystal ball. And the little skull there. And this does light up, so I'll be showing you that it does glow and it does light up. It also comes with a chalice drinking, I guess, the blood of her victims. Very cool. Attention to detail, paint application. It's all there. It's good stuff. I probably won't be having her hold the cup. With the amount of work and detail that they threw into this whole unboxing, I'm disappointed that they kind of ignored the base. They could have had the potential here to really create something unique. And this, I also encountered this with the plant controller, aka third-party Poison Ivy. They didn't even give you a base, so I guess I should be thankful that you're getting a base. This is the crystal ball, the clear version, versus the blood-filled, angered red fortune ball. Again, this is a glass marble. Her ceremonial witch hunter's garb or cloak, and she will be wearing this. This I decided just by looking at it, I'm like, all right, there's potential here. She'll have the actual cloak on. Little recap of the accessories: shin guards, arm gauntlets there, and specifically with the shin and the arm guards, it's really designed for blend-in, to kind of hide to create the illusion of seamless, right? Because of her feet and her hands, they do attach with a ball peg. You can kind of see right there. So they do give you accessories to blend and hide it. So this is the first look without adding any type of clothing, accessories. Her hair has not been done yet. I did not create the solution. Again, it's 3 parts water, 1 part conditioner. Just regular hair conditioner that you use for yourself. It works just fine. Plus, it makes her hair smell very lovely as well too. So I'm not going to do anything with her ceremonial chest bra there. It's fine. There's no reason to tweak it or do any type of modifications like I did with Poison Ivy. And you can kind of see the head on there. And you're going to need to pop the head off anyway, because you're gonna want to put the ceremonial necklace there, which she will be wearing. And I'm just right at this point, I'm evaluating how much armor I want to put on her, if any at all. I don't want to take away too much from her look, but when it comes to these TBLeague unique designs, these exotic builds, I like to take a little bit of creative freedom, because it's not really based on an actual IP. That was the hot gun that I use. It is your best friend when you're dealing with a TBLeague or Phicen body. It warms the hands and the feet, and it makes it pull off so much easier. If any of you have ever dealt with these type of bodies, you know that little pin ball joint can pop right off. And I'm experimenting right here, just kind of seeing what look would work and what look may not. I decided that I'm only going to have armor on one of her arms. It's most likely going to be her left arm at this point, but because they went the extra mile to include this type of armor that hides the seams to create the illusion, I will have to adapt, especially for her right hand. There you can kind of see him just jocking popping the armor on there and so forth. So, and you want to do this. This is just me. What's going to be the final look, and you really want to figure all of that out before you start popping hands out and popping feet off and so forth, so that you don't run the risk of running into any delays with a broken little mini peg joint. Now, because she comes with this cool cloak and it's all scattered and tethered, I get to now be creative and borrow a piece of it, right? Because I'm going to use some of this material here, since it's part of her costume, to blend her arm, not her arm, her hand. I'm going to wrap the cloth. I'm going to use some of this epoxy clear Gorilla Glue. And if any of you are interested in getting your own glue gun, a hot gun, it's like $20, and then like this epoxy glue, I do have an Amazon link that'll take you directly to my store where this is the stuff that I use. Now I'm using this epoxy, and it hardens, dries in about 5 minutes or so, so that I don't waste too much time in this. And I just dab a little bit just around the hand on there. And again, it's just to create the illusion, just to hide the seams at this point. So you can kind of see right there. And then I'm going to use some clamps on there, and then just give it, I'm probably going to wait about 10 minutes or so, let that dry. And it's just to have like the tethered fabric. Now, because I made a little bit of extra glue, I'm going to use some of that epoxy with Gorilla Glue. And I love Gorilla Glue. Man, when this stuff hardens, it's just awesome. And I have a jar of dirt, right, from Arrakis. And I'm going to just add a little bit of dirt, add a little bit of character. I'm not going to waste too much time on this base. I just wanted to just give it a little bit of sense of realism. And right there, and just throwing some of the dirt on there. And I got some acrylic red paint because I decided, with her armor, she's going to be holding that crystal ball, the red one. I'm going to give it a little bit of an effect there, a little bit of a blood effect. I'm just going to, not even going to use a brush. I don't want to go too deep. And because it's acrylic paint, it's easy to come off. So if I don't like the look or anything, I can just change my mind. Now, this part here and became a challenge. I probably spent 30 minutes because trying to figure out the batteries, trying to insert the battery. I think the insertion of the batteries was probably the most difficult part of there. But luckily, I always have a chest of batteries, every type of battery. I'm always prepared because I've just been collecting Hot Toys and just toys in general. I always feel like I need to have every type of battery accessible, regardless if I need it or not. That was the type of batteries, the little button cells, if you're curious, is what I use. And this stuff glows really, really well. I'm using a heat gun there, just to remove the feet, because they did include a pair of tethered, I guess, ankle socks, right, to hide it. The fabric tape here is a little bit of a secret here. Always have a little bit of fabric tape because I'm going to tuck in her loincloth. You see how it's just a little bit baggy and it's not alluring? Well, with a little bit of fabric tape from the front and the back, it kind of hugs it a little bit tighter just to create a different look. This is something you don't have to do, but because I felt that the loincloth was riding up her belly button way too high, I added the fabric tape. The hand cloth is dry. I'm going to apply that on there, and her armor, because it's acrylic paint, it dries pretty fast. That's ready to be attached. Heating up the hands again, because again, when you're dealing with some of this stuff, it just makes it so much easier. That heat gun, I think, was only like $20 on Amazon. I'm pretty sure I added the link on my Amazon store if you're interested. And I'm almost there with the look. Now, about 5 minutes, conditioner, a little bit of toothbrush, and a little bit of styling. And I have to confess, I am very happy with the final look. Again, I did not want to burden her down with a lot of armor. She is a witch hunter, more like a shaman witch, and I felt this look here served a purpose. She's casting spells, cooking up potions, incantations, all that good mystical stuff. I didn't feel the armor was necessary. And I didn't think it took away from her look. In fact, if anything, I think some of that armor, omitting some of that armor, actually heightened her look. So I do have the armor on her left hand because I just imagine that if she's handling that crystal, that red crystal, all that energy, it's draining. It's very straining for her. I love the way this blue crystal glows through the skull. I love her. I also love that they added extra long hair for her that protrudes through the actual skull helmet, which works for her. So, I mean, there's all sorts of good poses, looks that you can create. I think overall, the final look I decided was just having the helmet at her side and the crystal balls at the side. And I just having her just hold the staff and just exposed hair. I think this is the look that I think works for me. It works for her the best. So this was fun. This was another little fun build. This is an older figure. It was released early in the year, but hopefully I kind of shared some tips and tricks. And always go that extra mile, especially when it comes to TBLeague Phicen characters like this that aren't really stapled down to a specific IP. They took creative license. I would recommend you take your own. Like, subscribe, leave your comments below. And thanks for watching.